Hello guys, what is up? This is the computer genius here. I hope you're having a good day. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to create a simple database using C++ in Visual Studio 2019. Now a database is basically a file which stores info about certain things or people or whatever, and it's basically structures appended. So if you, let's say that you want to buy database for a school which saves all the students and their info, so you're gonna have a structure which contains name, grade, and roll number, address too, and just append the structure. So one student will have one structure, and when you need to know the info of a particular student, you're gonna need the class and the grade and roll number of the student, and you just match the grade and roll number with every student on the database. And when it's a match, you can just you can just see the students info like name and address. So it's a fresh project. Let's get started. Let's just put here two add controls. I'm just gonna put two variables in the structure because it's gonna be easier. And let's just make name and address. Just copy and paste it, and address. Now the button. Let's name it save. And just make the dialog smaller. Create a handler. I already created it. You can just click on add handler. Actually, just delete the. I'm gonna name it save because it's easier to see which handler this is. This is the deleted one, so just delete it. Now let's get so you can have multiple databases on your program, but I'm just gonna be using one database. That's gonna be like D drive. Let's make it D drive, and but you can use multiple. So database path is equal to D. Just name it database. I'm just not gonna put any extension of the database. You don't need it, but do not use a used extension like docx or .txt. Well, that won't make any changes, but still. So we have the database path. We're gonna need we need a name, and we're gonna initialize this variables in the structure. Never mind. Structure, let's make it details, and character name, character address. Okay, wait, it's not gonna be address, it's in the same line now. Okay, now let's input them. It's added, name is added 3, and another thing, it's giving an error because I did not set up my project properties. First of all, I hate Unicode character set, so make it not set. And the tradition I code traditional C++, so I hate managed C++. So if you wanna see in details how to do it, you can check my video. The link's gonna be in the description below. I'll just tell it now. well, you just gotta go to yeah, you can just check it on my video, whatever, I don't care. Now it shouldn't, there shouldn't be any error. And let's create a object for details. Let's edit 4. Okay, now we have the name and the address. We're gonna open the file using file pointer and fopen. I'm gonna name the file pointer fp fopen database path in append binary. So if there is not a file and we open it in append binary, it gets created. And if well, appending means like you catenate structures. So if there's a structure that whose ending point is 15, or there's a file whose there's a file and 15 bytes of the file is written, so when we append like 5 bytes, so the 5 bytes will be written at the end, like 16, 17, 18 and stuff. So we open the file in append binary, check if file opened successfully. If not, the fp will be null, and if it is null, we're gonna display an error message. Okay, now we have opened the file. We're gonna write the structure or append the structure. So it's gonna be an object. Element size is size of the structure name. Element count is 1. The structure we are writing 1 structure, and file pointer. So we have appended, and now we close the file. So yeah, we have successfully added a student or any person, as I say, and to a database. So let's just message box an operation successful message. Okay, let's see if it works. There's an error. What? I did make it managed. What? I did not. What? Okay, it should work now. Okay, it did work. Let's put the name and address, anything. Well, let's just make it a simple one, ABC. Save, operation successful. And now we have to read. Let's just make it that no, there cannot be the same name in the database. So now this adds another problem. So we do not have to let anyone have the same name. So what we're gonna do is open the file so that no one uses the same name. So there's no same name in the database, or I say fopen database path, but this time in read binary, so we can read same stuff over and over again. Okay, now you're gonna get the file length. You can file length is basically, well, file length is file length. No need for explanation for that. So f-length has the file length. So this will be the number. This will be the number of structures, or the number of people in the database. F-length divided by size of details. Yeah, details. Okay, now let's start a for loop. Int I is equal to 0, I is smaller than n structures, number of structures, I plus plus. Okay, now we're gonna read read. Let's make it object2 size of details 1 fp. So we have read the file. So we're reading different structures. So the for loop starts here, and we read first structure, and then we go around the next for loop. So once we read the one structure, the pointer of the file moves in front, may I say, and it reads the next structure. It moves to the next structure, and we read the next structure, and it moves to the third structure. So we're reading structures, and now we'll check here if obj2 dot name, we're gonna string comparison, we're gonna string compare it with name, the name we're gonna write, obj.name equal to 0. So we're string comparing object2.name, which we read and which we're gonna write. Now if there's a match, if it's the same, string comparison returns 0. So if it is 0, that means they are the same. That means the name already exists. So we're gonna display an error message. Person with the same name already exists. Return here. And okay, now while adding this, now in our database there cannot be two people of the same name. So now we're gonna add a read button. For today's video, there are only gonna be two. We are only gonna be adding two features: read and save. Read. Okay, add handler. Apply. Okay, now it's the read one, and we're gonna be having a structure. Actually, just make the structure make the structure outside, and so all the functions can use it. Database path, it's the same, and we're gonna compare the name this time. So the person, if the person wants the address of another person, if we want the address of a person, we're gonna have to put in the name and read. So this so when we read, we're gonna match all the people's name with this name, and if there's a match, that means we've found the guy, so we can show the address. Now okay, let's create an object for details. Okay, now let's open the file. We're gonna put in a read binary, check if opened successfully. If not, display an error message, all of that same stuff again. Okay. Now we need the f length, same stuff. We have the file length. We gotta add, I think that's io.h. Okay, yeah, that's io.h. Now we're gonna need a number of structures. We have number of structures now. We're gonna start a for loop. I is equal to 0, I is smaller than n, number of structures I plus plus. Okay. We're gonna make two objects here, one for reading. Wait, we're gonna be, well, we're gonna need only one, I guess. Actually, let's just make it two. So one will be having the name and the other will be reading. Fread object 2 size of details, so we read. Now if string comparison of object 2 dot name object dot name is equal to 0, that means if object 2 dot name and object dot name is the same, that means the name we read and the name we're going to write, or the name we're looking for, are the same. So if these are the same, we found the person we're looking for, and now we just gotta show the address of the person. So we're gonna make a variable called output, about 1000 or something. We're gonna s printf output name, make an arrow, %s, new line, wait a second, actually make it 2 times, and address, actually just make it 1 time, new line, address %s, so the name object dot name object 2 dot address, and make it object 2 actually, so there's less of confusion. Now we have the output. We're gonna message box output, and it's done. And if we did not find the person and the for loop just got over, we're gonna make AFX message box. I always use AFX message box for errors, because it adds I don't know, the icon to it. I know you can add the icon in message box by, I don't know, doing some stuff, but that's a lot harder. So yeah, could not find student, actually person. I've been working on my database software, which I'm gonna building, you know, just for fun, for school. So I always type in student because it's a school one. So we have I think we've completed read. Okay, let's see what the problem is. No, you gotta have 2. Wait, are there 2 slashes here too? No. FP redefinition. Cool, succeeded. Now let's read. Wait, I have to enter in. I added this name. Let's read it. ABC. Let's just add another one. Let's name it BCA. Save. Wait a second, just back it up. Now we enter the name and read. It gives the information about the name. Now I enter another name and it gives about the other one. So this is it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel.